Hey everyone, my name is Alan and today we'll be looking at the two most important widgets in Flutter, that is the Scaffold and the AppBar. Okay, and we'll look at some of the most commonly used properties of these two widgets. Okay, so firstly you need to load up your Flutter and create a basic application, and once that's created you will be greeted with this default application that Flutter actually gives. So in this, if you click on this button, you will see that the counter keeps incrementing itself by 1. Okay, so let's just delete all of this code and start from scratch. Okay, so before all that, you need to know the two types of widgets, that is stateless and stateful. So statelet widgets are those widgets that do not change their state over a period of time, whereas stateful widgets are those widgets that keep changing their state over a period of time. So here you have seen the example of this button. So each time you click on the button, the text keeps on incrementing, right? So that is a state change. So this application is an example of a stateful widget. Okay, so we'll be working with stateless widget here, and so for that we'll have to write STLESS, which means stateless, and when you click enter you are given this little bit of code. Okay, so here they have named this application with my app. So you can either give it my app or you can create a custom name. So I'll name it demo. Okay, and you have to write here demo. Okay. Yeah. So now you can see that this stateless widget returns a container. Okay. And the reason why we are implementing a stateless widget is because we can enable the hot reload and the hot restart features. Okay, so let's just run this and see what happens. Okay, so this application just crashes because we have to implement this whole thing inside a material app which is provided by Google. So instead of returning a container, we'll replace this whole thing with something called as a material app. Okay, inside the material app, your home screen should have a scaffold. So the material app has a home property and that returns a scaffold. So scaffold is nothing but a layout to organize all your widgets. Okay, and let's just provide an app bar. So the scaffold comes with this property called as app bar, and now we'll call the app bar widget. Okay, this app bar also has some other properties called as title. Okay, so let's just set the title as, okay, the title takes in a widget called as text so that you can input text. Okay, so we'll deal with the commonly used text widget properties a little later. So let's just look at the basic text widget here, and let's call it demo app. Okay, and let's just restart and see. Okay, there seems to be no change because now you have to actually reload the whole application to implement the changes. Okay, so now that you can see, we have an app bar. Okay, and that has a title called as demo app. Okay, now this app bar also has some few properties called as center title. Okay, so center title takes in a boolean value. So as the name suggests, this changes your title to the center. Okay, you can also give this app bar something called as a background color, and you can set it to whatever color that you like. So let's try colors.red accent. Okay, so these are the commonly used properties inside the app bar. You can also give it like a shadow. So for that you can check out this elevation, and let's give it like a 50. So you can see a light fainted shadow here. If you want to make it a little more prominent, you can give it a 100 depending on what you want. Okay, so you'll have to actually run and see this on your own to see the difference. So this is it. So let me just give you a recap. So Scaffold is actually a layout manager. Okay, so this actually arranges all the widgets that you want inside the scaffold. So your app bar is also inside the scaffold. Okay, now below the app bar you have another thing. All this white screen is for your body. Okay, so right after the app bar you can define something called as a body, and you can start giving your other widgets. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you guys like it. So if you do like it, please do consider giving it a like, and a sub would be appreciated. Thank you.